Welcome to the newest episode of Discussion Sentai Loserger. I'm Loser Blue,
And I'm Loser Yellow.
and this is a show where we discuss the newest episodes of Kamen Rider and Super Sentai. Today we're going to be talking about Kamen Rider Zeztz episode 6 and Gozyuger episode 34. What are your thoughts on episode 6 of Zeztz, Yellow?
Episode 6 of Kamen Rider Zeztz was pretty interesting. I feel like this is our really early in the series, like lore dump kind of episode. And I know next week's gonna dive more into it with the mystery of who Nem actually is and what's going on with her. But this episode, it really dived into that aspect of the show.
Yeah. Well, we're definitely learning more about Nem and what's going on with that, which is fair. She's shown up in every episode, and something's going on with her. We haven't gotten like the full picture.
Right.
Yeah.
So Blue, is Nem dead?
No, I think she's in a coma.
Okay.
Like she's always dreaming. In the preview for the next episode, we see someone in a hospital uh bed, like covered in bandages and stuff. So it could be that that's just where she is. She's just been in a coma for like 4 years, and somehow the talent agency has kept that secret.
It's through AI Nem.
Yeah, it's just AI Nam all over. That is actually what I was thinking the whole time. Just like, has every Nem advertisement for the past like 4 years just been AI? I mean, that's getting into what is happening next episode. Let's talk about actually what happens this episode, because that's speculative. Well, this episode mostly takes place in a dream.
Yeah.
We do not spend much time outside of the dream at all. We do, obviously, but yeah, it's kind of keeping this general idea. Like, I can definitely see Zets is going for the style of, the 2 episode arc for like every major monster. It seems that's what it's going to do, because obviously we did not conclude it this time. And like the first episode is going to, a lot of it is going to be about figuring out who even is the dreamer and like what's going on, like why are they thinking that. And the police officer for Jimmy will always get it wrong. He'll always have a moment where he's going to go, I cracked the case, and he's completely wrong.
Well, at least his heart's in it.
Yeah.
He's close. It's just he's not quite there.
Yeah,
So the dreamer probably is Nem, right?
okay, we're back. We had a weird technical issue, uh, so sorry about that. I believe we were talking about Nem and what's going on with Nem. So I believe that, like, the accident 4 years ago they mentioned, she's been in like a coma this whole time,
Okay.
right? And that's why she's in like everyone's dreams and stuff, because of the magical dream stuff.
Yeah, because she's like permanently in a state of like quote unquote sleep, so she's been like dreaming the whole time.
Yeah, and thus she's like showing up in everyone's dreams. That's kind of what I'm thinking, but that's just from the like preview where we see someone in a hospital bed, like covered in bandages and stuff. That
Yeah.
could just be a flashback to the accident, and maybe she's not still currently in a hospital bed. Who
Yeah,
knows?
Nem could legitimately just be dead. B Jogi did have a shrine in his office.
Yeah, he did have the the Nem shrine, which is a bit funny. So yeah, when it comes to this episode, there's still some ambiguity as to who the dreamer is. It could be Nem, or it could be the guy. I forgot his name.
B
The
Jogi.
talent. It was Bijogi. Okay,
Yeah.
Bijogi. I'll just call him the talent agent because I'm
The
never gonna
talent
remember that.
man.
Talent man. It's definitely not the wife, because we see them talking to her at night, and then it goes over to a talent man who's sleeping. So
Yeah.
it's definitely not her. It's him or Nem. It's still technically ambiguous. I think it's trying to hint, obviously, towards it being the talent agent, because we see him basically having a nightmare before it pans over to Nem's shrine.
Mhm.
So we'll see. I don't think Nem is dead. I feel like other people would know that,
Yeah.
but you would also think my idea of her being in a coma, people would know that too. So, what were we saying earlier? AI Nem.
Yeah, it's definitely AI Nem.
There was just AI generating Nem content for the masses. Yeah, we'll see. I'm not sure on that one, but it could be either.
But we did learn that she's an orphan.
Yeah, but then she's an orphan. We don't know exactly where she's from. That could have something to do with Nox. Like, I feel like there's a connection between the two, just because they also show up in dreams all the time, right?
Yeah.
That said, we don't know anything about Nox. Like, we legitimately know nothing outside of he can also lucid dream. He says
Yeah.
that.
It's like, what, you think you're the only one who can lucid dream? And then he revives the what are we gonna call it? Like the machinery nightmare?
I don't know. Well, really, the nightmare is the prison, right?
Yeah, it's like a false nightmare.
Yeah, the minions. The nightmare is like minions that basically serve as the nightmare because I'm not sure if he's actually going to punch the prison.
Oh, he better punch the prison.
What? So yeah, what power up is he gonna use next time?
Oh, projection.
Oh right, he's gonna make like shadow clones of himself. So that's not gonna be him getting big or anything like that.
Yeah.
So it's
But he
not.
could make a really big shadow clone.
Oh yeah, maybe if they even have physical substance anyway, or they could just be a distraction
Yeah.
techniques. I like the idea that the prison was the nightmare the whole time, and there's definitely kind of easy theories you can come up with the prison. If it's the talent agent's nightmare, it could be an idea of he wants to keep Nem safe forever, and thus like keep her caged away from danger. Like that's kind of where his nightmare. That's where like the distortion of his wish is coming from.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not exactly sure how it would work with Nem.
Well, it's if she's in a coma, it could be like the prison is the embodiment of the coma.
I guess that's not really like a subconscious desire, although some of that always feels a little flimsy
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to these nightmares. I will see going forward if it's how consistent it all is, but not a big deal.
So those four colors are showing up again.
Oh yeah, they showed up on like the logo for the prison, right?
Yeah. It was all over the signage and the turrets had it. The prison itself has it on the exterior.
Yeah. So there's some kind of like sleep magic going on, and that's like the magic circle for it, right?
Mm.
There's something like that because it was in Knox's book, and obviously Zeztz is like utilizing that with the capsums or whatever they're called, the four elements as we learned last time.
Well, whatever they were.
It's like body, civilization, mind, and reality.
Yeah.
Obviously, our main guy is going to get three powers for each form. That's what it seems like because he has
Yep.
three from red. He has three from blue now.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what he pulls from the gotcha next time. What is the limit on the gotcha?
He can just go up there and pull it. It's not like he's being given permission or anything. He just it's time. New power up. Sell them toys.
He just feels like it. Like there's no rhyme or reason. It's not like other series where I don't know they get power ups from like beating a monster or something like that, or they don't have like a scientist developing stuff that says "Eureka! I developed a new capsum." He just gets them from the machine. If it's completely random and weird, it's definitely a slight issue I have. It's like I would like there to be a reason for power ups and not just because they felt like it.
Yeah.
Not that I dislike the power ups. I actually quite liked the power up in this one, the robot arm. I liked that it had a physical prop, right? It wasn't
Yeah.
just like a suit color change. Like Stream just felt like he's wearing a blue suit now, with nothing really interesting going on.
Yeah, there's nothing really with it.
Whereas this one, he has the prop like robot arm, and it's still there even when it's not like going full CG. It's still on his person, and he's punching with it. And then yeah, it goes full CG to go like big claw mode and hit the monster and tear them to shreds.
Yeah, he obliterated them, like just tore them apart.
Yeah, he like grabbed the guy's arm and like unscrewed it and pulled it off. It was good. I liked it. I also liked that he used that capsum in impact form, like in his sword.
Yeah.
I liked the effect of that where he like swung it and the big metal claw showed up. I like that you can still use those while not in the form. This happened in, other Rider series. That's nothing new.
Yeah.
But I do like it.
Something that I noticed as well is that Baku can use the powers of the capsum without transforming into Zets.
Oh, he's always been able to do that. That's been from almost the beginning.
Yeah?
Yeah, yeah, it's happened a few times.
Because like
And
I noticed the impact legs today.
mostly with impact. He mostly does it with impact,
Yeah.
but he has done it before. That's not actually new at all. But it was like very overt this time where he put everyone on his back and jumped through the blades. Actually, thinking of the blades, we have two mind doors already open.
Yeah.
At one point in the episode, we see like one of the mine doors, I think, showed the blades. One of them showed like an army of the minions. And
Mhm.
then there was the third one that hadn't been opened yet. So like we're close. We're close to getting another in universe, like in real life fight.
What happens if this massive mountain-sized nightmare comes into real life?
That's true. They would have to do something to give him like a giant thing to fight the prison, right?
It's the introduction of the first rider mecha.
No, we've had big forms in mecha-esque stuff before. It's never super prevalent. I believe 01 had some kind of mecha in it somewhere. It's been a bit since I watched it. Gaim had a mecha, and the watermelon Lockseed turned him into kind of a mech. It's not new, but it is not something common. It doesn't always show up. It actually rarely shows up. But we're not going to go like full Sentai. It's going to happen like every episode. We'll see. It could be that like he gets like if they wanted to be lame, they could, he materializes in real life as like a minion, but now it has a head, right? Because
Yeah.
the minions don't have heads. So like add a head to it and it's just boom, that's the one that shows up in real life. It won't even be that bad. If that even happens at all. I'm curious as to how often they will open the mind doors, right?
Yeah. Like
We've
it has to happen sometimes, otherwise there is no real like threat to the nightmares.
yeah, it doesn't feel if he stopped it every time before like the worst case scenario happens, it would feel like it lessens the threat of the nightmares. You would go into episodes going like, "Oh, well, I know they're never going to open all three mind doors. Who cares?" But if they open them sometimes, then every episode you go in going like, "Will all three mind doors open? Who knows?" But we'll see. Still early in the series, and honestly, eventually Nightmare Monsters could be thrown out of the wayside. Just to have more rider versus rider fights or something like that, right? That happens a
Eh,
lot.
That's worst case scenario is that it just turns into rider really quickly.
Yeah. That said, there's still no hints at a secondary rider.
Yeah.
I know there's some like leaked stuff somewhere, but we don't have anything like in the show that says like another rider is going to show up, which is cool. I like that. I kind of like when right now I kind of like low riders, like low number of riders. Nothing against the series that have a lot, but
Yeah.
this is a setup episode. That's the thing
Yeah.
with these kind of like two-parter style stories is that the first episode is going to be a lot of setup and it's going to make us go like, I wonder what's going to happen next. And then the next episode we're going to learn some more stuff. We see more of the police breaking into our main character's house every
Yeah,
day.
they're just there inside the hideout after Baku wakes up.
Yeah, they just don't care. They're going to install a ladder outside his window. Just sneak in every morning. I like that they incorporate the sister. It seems like the sister's just gonna somehow know everyone. Just be like, oh yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah, I know who that is. I've worked with them.
And that's gonna be maybe like the kind of flow of investigations is he gets a picture in the dream. It correlates to a black case. They get some information from the sister, which leads them to the police being able to do further investigation. Because we see that here. The police talk to the wife and we learn more from the
Yeah.
wife.
See, this is why it's important that we need to watch the webisodes with the sister.
Oh God, maybe I'll check those out this week and see if they're at all interesting. I don't want to. It's not going to have a man in a suit punching another man in a suit. What's the point?
You're right. You're right.
Truly. But yeah, no. I think the episode was fine. Again, it's like a setup episode for the like conclusion of this two-parter, which will happen next week. So, but I think the action was pretty good. I liked the prison setting. Obviously, it just allowed them to basically film in warehouses, as always.
One of the best locations to film in, really, other than the quarry.
Yeah. One location I feel like we haven't gotten a lot of lately in Rider is like stadiums. There's definitely like in like early Heisei and stuff. I remember them like fighting like in the stands of a stadium that's just empty because there's no game going on that day.
Yeah, I remember seeing that a couple times as well.
Yeah, and I don't feel like we've done that much in like Reiwa. I could be wrong. I haven't, you know, I didn't like. This is just something I'm thinking of off the top of my head when it comes to locations.
No, Blue, like it happened all the time in Revice and in Saber, the ones that you gave up on.
Yeah, I really need to try Saber again. I have been told that it has like its first 10 episodes are some of the weakest episodes like out there. Like it has the worst start ever, which
Yeah.
is why I dropped it. But I heard it gets better. Maybe I'll try it again. There's a lot of Toku out there I can watch, so who knows what I'll get into next. But anyway, I think we're good on Rider. I think we covered our bases. So let's talk about Gozyuger.
Oh yeah, number one Sentai Gozyuger, episode 34.
So 34. So what are your thoughts on this episode?
Ooh, this episode was really, really good. It had a lot of stuff I enjoyed, and I don't think there's actually anything I didn't like about it. Like, overall, we had some good fights, we had a new mech, we had plot. It's great.
Yeah, some I do have an issue with how quickly some stuff was resolved.
Yeah, I will say, like, the whole Ray stuff was resolved a little quick. No, not even a little quick. It was very quick. It was too quick.
Yeah.
They started
That'd
setting
be
it up a couple episodes ago that he was gonna be this huge threat, and not even a month later, it's resolved.
yeah. I mean, I think that my biggest issue with this is yeah, it happened really fast and now I don't know what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
Right? I thought maybe the Calamity were showing up and they were going to be the real big bads for like the rest of the series.
Well, I think the Calamity is still showing up, but it's just Bellum abandoned Ray.
Didn't he get like completely blown up at the end of the episode
Yeah, I think he did
with the
after.
mech? Like I think Bellum is dead. I think
Yeah,
he's gone.
Bellum is most likely dead, but he did abandon Ray, and then got
Yes.
obliterated by Dual Tega's sword.
Yeah. So like my issue here is just like the threat of the Calamity is kind of gone right now. Like I don't know where the next Calamity is going to show up. If Bellum like ditched Ray, but he still existed, you know, he could continue going on to create more Calamity soldiers to
Yeah,
do stuff with. But now he's gone. So it seems like next episode we're just going to be dealing with the Bryden again and a no one. It's like going back to just episodic stuff, and that can be fun and I enjoy it. But we're in like the later half of the series.
yeah.
Actually, like at this point, it's like the last quarter of the series,
Hmm.
just about. And I feel like we need to be doing something there. The threat needs to really start showing up and enacting a plan or something. But they just kind of end that thread. Ray is like he's
In
in
jail.
jail, but the character is clearly on kind of a path to becoming better, right?
Yes.
But he won't really show up that much anymore. It's just going to be a thing where like Blue is going to visit him in jail and he's going to try to repay his debt to society for the crimes he's committed and stuff like that. So like it's fine. I don't mind that end to the character. I think that stuff was done well, just fast, like a little too quickly. And now I don't know where the plot's going, if it's going to go anywhere.
Like, I think we're gonna have next episode to breathe a little bit because it looks like next episode is gonna be more of like a ring battle kind of thing.
Yes, yes, it definitely looks like that.
But like, hey, you were complaining that Kinjiro wasn't getting an episode or any focus,
Yeah,
but now he is.
I, I was gonna save that for a bit, but I was just like, what? The preview? It's a green focus episode. Is that legal? Can they do that?
I don't think they're allowed.
I mean, I didn't think so either, but here we are. They're breaking all the rules. No, that's good. I'm glad that next episode seems to be a green focus because he hasn't gotten a lot throughout the series,
Mhm.
and that's unfortunate because I actually quite like him. He's definitely one of my favorites of the Gozyuger
He
team.
is very entertaining. I am glad that they set up really early that he requires eggs, and then just every once in a while, they're still keeping up that he's eating his eggs. Very important.
He likes eggs. He's got to eat them to stay young. Yeah, but anyway, let's talk about future episodes. Let's talk about this episode a bit more, I guess. But if we
Oh,
keep talking about the future, we always start by
we
speculating about the future before talking about the actual episode.
Oh, you're right, you're right. So we learned that Shining Knife is a descendant of the Calamity.
Yeah, we learned that before. That's why he was able to be like mind controlled and to quote unquote kill Sweet Cake.
Yeah.
It didn't take long for that to undo itself. But it was another issue that's resolved a bit too quickly. It's just she's fine. Yeah, I like the Shining Knife. You know, he is a descendant of the Calamity, whatever that means. Maybe he was a soldier that got amnesia, and now he's working for the Bryden. I really do love when he's going to like fight Bellum himself, and the rest of the Bryden show up, and they're just like, "No, you're not doing this alone. We're
We're a
friends.
team.
We're gonna help each other." Like, why are the Brydens so great, except for Kuon?
They're amazing. Oh, Kuon didn't even show up.
Oh yeah, that guy's gonna become a Calamity guy.
Oh yeah.
He's definitely going to betray the Bride and become a Calamity guy. I have no doubt.
Yeah, Kuon
I,
is Calamity pilled.
yeah, he's gonna be cringe and Calamity build. But the rest of the band showed up, and I like that they're friends and they like each other. It's fun for the main villains to have like good camaraderie between each
Yeah.
other. I think that's really fun, and I like them as characters. I do like all the Bryden, and we see Tega June is like softening up.
Yeah.
At the beginning of this episode, she says something along the lines of, "I can't believe I can even feel that emotion." So like she's becoming it's the AI becoming more human and learning how to feel.
Mm-hmm. And she's like lamenting her loss against Bellum and blaming it on not having connections, on not having a pilot.
Yeah, she's like, I didn't have a pilot. I was rash. So who will be the final pilot of her? I don't know. I just hope it's Fire Candle.
And please, fire. We need Fire Candle in there.
Again, the Bryden. If we ignore Kuon, there are effectively four commanders for the Bryden. Fire Candle, Bouquet, Shining Knife, Sweet Cake, and she
Yeah.
made four rings. They just need to be their own Sentai team. They need to transform, and like when they do, Shining Knife and Sweet Cake can like split apart during the
Yeah.
transformation and then rejoin when they untransform. I don't know. I think that would be fun. She made the four rings. Why not?
They're there for a reason. It's gonna happen.
I mean, it couldn't just be to have more toys, right?
Oh,
It
surely
can't
it
just be
could.
that. But I would love that. I think that would be really fun. And she made four rings. There are four commanders plus Kuon, who I think is just going to become totally evil. So
Yeah.
I think that would work perfectly. I like them as a team. I do think Sweet Cake coming back that way was a little too easy. Like
It was a little
she just
quick.
yeah, a little. And they didn't do anything to get her back. There was no like episode where they I don't know do some magic thingy in order to bring her back to life. She just was unconscious, and he
Yeah,
thought she was dead.
she came back. If it had anything to do with Bellum being destroyed, I have no idea.
I didn't we didn't see like if it had something to do with Bellum being destroyed, I would have assumed, Bellum would have blown up and then like a piece of light would have flown out of him and into Sweet Cake or something like that, right?
Yeah. But we also didn't get that connection with Assam, who is back. Assam's back, everybody. Who is being mind controlled.
Yeah, he's back. Also, goodbye.
Yeah, see you later, bud.
Bye. But yeah, no, I do like that they used him again for this, just as like a mindless soldier that the Calamity is using. It worked. And he transformed into Q Ranger. He didn't yell Yoshalaki, which was truly disappointing. He should have. I didn't watch much of Q Ranger, but lucky never stopped selling that. But yeah, the fight was good. I like that someone else got to use Take a Sword, whatever it's called. I forget what it's. What is that super form actually called? I'm
Oh,
forgetting its name off the top of
oh
my.
no.
Someone else got to use the magic sword.
Yeah. The cool
And
new sword.
the cool new sword, and that was good. It looks so much better on blue because
Yeah.
that
The blue
upgrade
and
is
gold
blue.
works.
Well, the blue and gold works, but also the underbit of the sword upgrade is blue.
Oh yeah.
So on red, you have red, gold, and blue. On blue, it's just blue and gold. And it'll be that way for everyone. Like when green puts it on, it'll be green, blue, and gold. And
Yeah.
that won't, if green ever gets to use it. I mean, they hate green, so.
Oh, well, Green's getting some focus next episode.
Well, we'll see.
So
We'll see.
we'll,
We'll see how they stealth turn it into a red focused episode. Which I wouldn't be surprised. Red gets the most focus for sure, which is typical in Sentai. That's not surprising.
yeah, Red's the main character.
Ah, I always kind of hate that. I like series that manage to maintain a really good amount of focus for everyone, where everyone feels like a true member of the team, and it's not just Red and his friends. Good episode, a bit too fast of a resolution. I'm slightly worried as how the plot actually continues. All right.
Like I think it's definitely going to be more Calamity stuff. We're not going back to number one battles with the Bride and the No Ones. It's not going to happen.
Well, we definitely probably will next week, but as you said, that's probably like a breather episode, and then we'll
Yeah,
get
like
more plot again.
it's more rings.
We do need. There's only like 5 left or something like that. There's very little. I forget the exact number, but it's not a lot.
Sumino found her sister.
Yeah, that's true.
She's still in a coma.
I mean, I don't think she'll ever not. I like Sumino will have to win the battle and use her wish to get her sister back. I don't. Was it ever like specified why Ray specifically went for her sister?
I don't think it was specified, like at all.
I feel it would make sense if she had like the same disease as him, right?
Yeah.
Like that would make sense because that would make her a good test subject.
Yeah, but he was just using her as a test subject.
Yeah, so I'm not sure exactly what that's all about. I guess it doesn't really matter. She's just in a coma. I think she was already in a coma before she was stolen or something. So it's fine.
What I did find curious is that Ray's evil void eye ring now doesn't even have to attack people to steal their souls. He can just rock up to a guy and that's it.
Yeah, maybe actually like killing people makes it like easier.
Maybe. What is Ray, stupid? He should have just went to an anime convention. He'd be done in a day. It's only 10,000 souls.
Yeah, but the anime fans don't have souls, as we all know.
Oh, you're right.
Speaking as a man who watches a lot of anime, I know we don't. So it's just worthless. Or you know, it's just they have lesser souls.
They're not as valuable. Like you need to collect more.
Like you need 10,000 souls, but like an anime soul is like worth maybe like a 1/100th of a regular soul. So you would need like 100 times more.
I
It's
see,
just
I see.
it's just not worth the effort. Anyway, it's stupid. But yeah, no, it's just a thing there. I mean, ultimately, at the end of the day, you could have shown him shooting people, and it wouldn't have changed anything in that scene,
Yeah.
right?
So, his ring, what happened to it? I didn't see like it disappear or blow up or get taken by someone else.
I mean, I would guess the ring basically was Bellum, effectively.
Yeah.
So now that Bellum is gone, it's gone. That would be my assumption. I would need to rewatch the episode to like keep track of his ring. I wasn't, but I wouldn't worry about it too much. Maybe it'll show up later. Maybe someone will pick it up. Who knows?
Maybe. It's gonna be that guy from episode 1 that Hoeru was working with.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, the guy. I remember his name.
The guy who became Kuoju.
Yeah.
Kugata Ogier. I'm pretty sure that was all of the like Universal Warriors that are showing up are like from other Toku stuff. I think he was the Red from Boon Boomger, and why that's why he's there in the first episode, because they basically just already had him on set.
Mm.
I think that's true. I would need to look it up. I completely forgot, and I just literally didn't notice it in the episode, despite having finished Boon Boomger the week before.
It's like, who is that guy? Oh, I don't know.
I'm face blind. If someone changes their haircut, I will forget who they are.
No, they put on a pair of glasses. It's like,
It's
there
over.
you go. Like, done.
The Clark Kent disguise works on me. Okay, what do you want?
Maybe it works on most people, and that's why he doesn't.
Anyway, we don't need to talk about Superman here. Do you have any other notes on Gozyuger episode 34?
Well, the hype man showed up, and I'm happy about that. But other than that,
Yeah, I mean, that felt a bit weird because it wasn't a number one battle.
Yeah.
The whole time I was like, because Ray was talking about like his pain and how you'll never understand my pain. The number one battle shows up and it's like, what is this? Number one most depressed guy? Number one most suffering.
Suffering number one.
Yeah. But obviously that didn't happen because it wasn't really a number one battle. They just used that because it's a cool thing.
Yeah.
It's fun when they do that and they do like the boxing intros. Because why not? It's
not?
fun. Okay. Well, that has been this week's episode of Discussion Sentai Loserger. If you like the episode, please, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment with your thoughts on these episodes. That's everything. So, see you next week. Bye.
See ya.